blindfold you, lead you around Albany, maybe around your house? If you just answered yes, you're crazy. Child will lead you into a wall. But what if it was God? Would you let God lead you around Albany? Lead you around your house? See, in your heart you're saying, yeah, no problem, I can relentlessly serve my God. But let me tell you that being relentless is more than your words and your intentions. Being relentless requires action and requires response. See, there's a man in the Bible. His name is Abraham. The story tells us that he was a man who knew how to respond and act. God went up to him and he said, Abraham, I want you to pack up everything that you have. I want you to pack up your wife, your servants, all your cattle, everything, and I want you to go to land I'm calling you to. And Abraham says, okay. He grabbed everything he had and he went. But here's the catch. Hebrews 11:8 says that he went not knowing where he was going. God blindfolded Abraham's heart. He didn't tell him where he was going. See, many of us would say, yeah, God, I'll go. We pack up our things and we go, where's the answers? Where do I turn left? Where do I turn right? And God says, I'm right here. But we say, no, God, I need to know where I'm going. Many of us stop right there. We were not created to have the answers. We were created to relentlessly trust and have full faith in our God. Proverbs 20:24 says, a man's steps are directed by the Lord. How then can anyone understand his own way? We're not supposed to have the answers. Abraham went. John 20:29, it says that greater is he who believes and has not seen, and they are blessed. Abraham went not knowing the answers. He didn't have a roadmap. And let me tell you, Abraham was blessed. God told Abraham, I'm going to give you as many descendants as there are stars in the sky. I'm going to give you land. I'm going to give you money. You're going to be rich. But you have to relentlessly serve me. So Abraham says, yeah, no problem. But it wasn't easy. It wasn't until Abraham was 100 years old, his wife was 90, till he received his first son, Isaac, his most prized possession. Romans 4:19-20 says, Abraham believed and had faith without weakening, and he did not waver through unbelief. He was relentless. His faith was relentless. God is calling us to be like Abraham, to have a relentless faith. See, God and Abraham had a conversation after Isaac had been born. About 13 years later after Isaac, God goes up to Abraham and says, Abraham, you know that son that I gave you, your most prized possession? I want you to go kill him. Take him up to a mountain. Sacrifice him. Give him to me. Abraham says, okay. Now, parents, I know that you've probably at one point in your life wanted to kill your kid. But seriously, okay? Without Isaac, the promise of as many descendants as the stars, the land being rich, that doesn't exist without him. His response was okay. Because Abraham recognized something that not many of us recognize, that I don't always recognize. It is not your job, it is not my job to worry, to fret. It is God's job. Abraham knew that it was God's job to reconcile his son from the grave, from death. And so his response was okay. That was it. It's not your job to worry. Matthew 6:25 says, therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink. And again in Philippians 4:6 it says, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving in your heart, present your request to God. Do not worry. Do not be anxious. That is not your calling. You may not have all the answers. Abraham didn't have the answers. But he's saying, trust me. Now, God's not calling you to go sacrifice your kids. Don't get me wrong. But he's asking you to go sacrifice to him. Give to him your most prized possession. What is it? Maybe it's your marriage. Maybe it's your finances. Maybe it's your relationships, your friendships. Whatever it is, give it to God. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. God is there. He has your best interest. Relentlessly trust that he will take it and he will mold it into what it's supposed to be. See, it's easy for us to say, okay, yeah, God, I'll relentlessly give my most prized possession to you. But again, I tell you that relentless serving is not just your words and your intentions, but relentlessly serving your God requires your action and it requires your response.